In this video, let us learn about how to solve question number 7 of exercise 1.1. In this question, the question is about a magic square. In a magic square, each row, column and diagonal have the same sum. Check which of the following is a magic square. So for this, we will be solving for the sum of every row. So this is labeled as R1, R2, R3. Similarly, we'll label all the columns, column 1, column 2, column 3, and then we'll be labeling the diagonals. Diagonal 1 going down and diagonal 2 going up like this. Now let's find out the sum of these rows, columns and diagonals. Now we are solving only the first part in this slide right now. So we have R1. Let's find out what is the sum of R1. It is 5 plus minus 1 plus minus 4. Now if we add the two negative numbers here, we get 5 plus minus 5 and the answer becomes 0. Similarly, let's solve for R2. This becomes minus 5 plus minus 2 plus 7. So let us again add the two negative numbers, minus 7 plus 7, and the answer is again 0. Row 3, the values are 0, plus 3, plus minus 3. Now if you look at it, 3 and minus 3, they are the additive inverse of each other, which can be cancelled. That means the sum of row 3 is also 0. Next we come to calculating the sum of the columns. So column 1 we have 5 plus minus 5 plus 0. 5 and minus 5 are the additive inverse of each other, so the sum is 0. Column 2, minus 1 plus minus 2 plus 3. So it's minus 3 plus 3 and we get the answer 0 again. Column 3, minus 4 plus 7 plus minus 3. Now in this case, minus 4 plus 7 gives us 3 and then plus minus 3 gives us the answer 0. Now let us calculate the sum of the two diagonals. So D1 we get 5 plus minus 2 plus minus 3, which is 5 plus minus 5, and the answer is 0. So till now for every row, column or diagonal we have got the sum 0. Diagonal 2 we get 0 plus minus 2 plus minus 4, and the answer is minus 6. So this means that the given square is not a magic square. The final answer will be that the given square is not a magic square. Why? Because the last diagonal that we found does not have a sum which is equal to the rows and columns of the sum of the rows and columns, the other rows and columns. Now in this slide we'll continue and we'll solve the second square given and we'll find out whether it's a magic square or not. So let's start the calculations. Again we'll label them R1, R2, R3, C1, C2, C3 for the column 1, column 2 and column 3. Diagonal 1 going downwards, diagonal 2 going upwards. So now we have R1, which is 1 plus minus 10 plus 0. 1 plus minus 10 gives us minus 9 as the answer. Row 2, which is minus 4 plus minus 3 plus minus 2. So when we add all of them, minus 4 plus minus 3 gives us minus 7 and minus 7 minus 2 gives us minus 9 as the answer. Row 3, minus 6 plus 4 plus minus 7. So minus 6 plus 4 is again minus 2, minus 7 gives us minus 9. Column 1, 1 plus minus 4 plus minus 6. If we add them in sequence, we simply get minus 3 minus 6 and the answer is minus 9 again. Column 2, minus 10 plus minus 3 plus 4, which is minus 13 plus 4 and the answer is minus 9. Column 3, 0 plus minus 2 plus minus 7. When we add the two negative values, we get the answer minus 9. Let's solve for the diagonal 1 and diagonal 2, which will help us to decide whether it's a magic square or not. Because till now, whatever rows and columns we have taken, the sum is everywhere it is same. Now, the diagonal 1, it is 1 plus minus 3 plus minus 7. If we add the two negative values, it's minus 10. When we add 1 to it, it is minus 9. Diagonal 2, minus 6 plus minus 3 plus 0, and again adding the negative values, we get the answer minus 9. So now here we observe that in the second square, each row, each column and each diagonal have the same sum. So the final answer will be yes, it is a magic square. Don't forget to write down the answer statement. It is a magic square.